All right, so Rails new starts a new project, and all we have to do is give it a cool name. I've seen things like Murderface and Donut House. Spectrums are wild. Oh, you want to set the mood for the project? All right, cool. So what do we want to start? What project do we want to build today? Don't make me do it. Come on, let's go. I want to help you guys.
AOL.
While I do like that, I'm going to veto that. Because we have turned Justin into a monster. What project do we want to build today? Murderface, Donut House. Right back to the mod 2 that I know and love. Right back.
Is it a many or
I'm looking for the relationship that would most help you. Not Tinder or like, coffee meets bagel. Different one. Come on, help me out here. What do you want to build?
The question that we got in the Slack response
They're very
about
anonymous.
Destroy, creating join table instances, buttons, and then options for creating an existing user, render versus redirect, and collections.
Cool, but what do we want to build though? No. I think we're gonna cover all that, right? But what do we want to build?
Students and awards.
Talk to me about the relationship between students and awards.
Students can have many awards. Awards belong to students.
All right, so you guys want to just do a one-to-many?
Actually, many to many.
We should do the students in classes. Students in classes. Appointment.
Fine.
Recipe. You could do restaurants, customers, orders.
That's a good restaurants, customers, orders. Police and rednecks.
Arrests. The joint.
All right, fine, but I get to name it. Florida Man. Does everyone understand Florida Man? You understand Florida Man? Okay, Florida Man it is. Do you guys need me to explain like what's happening over here? Rails does a lot of magic for you, right? It's going to create and build all of the files that you need and then immediately install all the dependencies. So can I start right here, right when I do Rails new? I'm going to have to go into that folder, right? So let's do that. Florida Man, golly. You're so funny. So funny. All right, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Cool. So what's the first thing we need? All right. We need resources. Don't forget, we have this amazing thing called Rake here, right? No scaffolds. No scaffolds. I will know, right? But what do we need, right? We actually need what? The models, right? We need the database, right? So what do you want to build first? The models or the database? Do you want to build the migrations or the models? The choice is yours, and yours alone. Sure. Talk to me. How do we do it? Anyone? Rails G resource? Like this? Yeah, and then? Cops like this? Are we sure about that?
Singular.
Are we sure? What's going to happen when I run this?
It's going to pluralize it for you when it puts it into controller tables. So you have two S's, or we need to pluralize it.
Okay. I will run this and we won't build it manually if somebody could tell me what this will do. Besides you. Bail them out.
The migration of the model controllers and the paths
For
for the cop class and the cops table.
okay, raise your hand if you agree. What else does it do?
Can you view this form No file, just
Cool. Interesting, right? And it tells you right here, right? It does all this magic for you. What else do we need? What? Let's put. Man, this is definitely being recorded, and I'm thinking in hindsight. Let's put. No, bad person. It's 2018. Lawbreaker. There it is. That's the one. Oh man. Woo! Dodged the bullet there. Lawbreaker. All right. And what else do we need? Yeah? Cool. You guys are so fun. I miss you guys. All right, what's next? Before I like lean into something.
Well, we could have done it in the resource book. I think we should look at migration tables and fill in the data types that we want.
Who agrees? We should go to migrations, right? Oops, just kidding. DB. Right? What's the first thing we want? Not here? Very good. Oops. Yeah? Any other attributes or columns for this table?
Like a rank. It's not necessary.
Do we want to go hard?
Let's go hard.
All right, rank. Cool. That's it. That's all I'm doing. All right, cool. Lawbreaker. What are we doing? Also name? Just more like number. Right. They're what?
Or it should be a crime. You look at crime. Or that would be the rest. If that's, you can use it.
I want to say, all right, that's a very good question. That's a very good question, right? Crime, is that an attribute of the arrest or is that an attribute of the lawbreaker? Who says lawbreaker? And the discussion is over. It should be under should be under arrest.
Yeah, that's good.
That's speed. Number 2.
Number of teeth.
All right, teeth. All right, is that what we're going with? Sweet. And arrests, right? What is arrests in relationship to the lawbreaker and the Florida manor woman? Who says it's the join table? Right? So what does the join table need to know about? Hey, references or still foreign keys? Andrew, references or still foreign keys? I'm talking to all of you. All right. All right. So, who knows the difference between this and injert and whoa? You guys caught me at a bad time. What's the difference between these two? I'm just asking what the difference is, like, you know.
The integer, we associate cop ID with the arrest, and that's it. But the reference will give us some extra, like, rail stuff, so we'll make sure that when we create an arrest, it has a cop. And it also makes that index thing, that's a little unsure what it does.
Who's comfortable with references? Okay, so I'm just going to break it down a little bit. Instead of passing in the foreign key, which is going to point to the primary key in the cops table, all right, we're only ever going to be referencing. Do you remember when I pulled you out of string land and into object-oriented land so that you could start accessing the attributes of the instances you're passing in instead of like just talking to the strings? when I talk about the references, I can start passing in the object instead of referencing the foreign key. Did that make sense at all? If it didn't, we're going to go foreign key. We're going to go foreign key. Just know that this is something you can do, and what we will want to go into in Google eventually is how to use T-dot references, right? So I no longer, like when I do this, I'm not going to do arrest.new and then do cop ID like 1 or sample all the cops, right, and then pull an ID. I'm literally just going to pass in that cop object directly, and it will understand and absorb everything from the cop object right into that association relationship. So for now, let's stick to what you know. Cool? Any other questions? What else do I need? The join table must know about what? The join table must know about both the models. So how many do I have here? All right. Boom, boom. Yeah? Awesome. So, is this, oh, those are just weird D's there. Anyways, sorry. What now? The migrations are complete. What should we do?
We give it a name or like a arrest.
Sure. All right. Crime. You guys love that? Cool. All right, so what should we do now? If the migrations are complete, what should we do? Oh, sorry, you can do this now, right? Fancy. Wait, Rails DB migrate doesn't work for you?
No. Sometimes
Is it finicky? Okay.
Does anybody have any theories about why? Yes. So in Rails 4, a lot of the rake tasks are under rake. But in Rails 5, I can use either rake or Rails. So if some of the labs are using Rails 4, you can't call Rails DB migrate, right? If I'm using Rails 5, right, I can call Rails DB migrate instead of rake DB migrate.
It's one of those shortcuts that makes it even easier as a brand new developer just learning Rails. You don't have to like mess with or understand rake. You can just be like, oh, I'm messing in Rails. I'm going to do a Rails server, Rails S. I'm going to go into the Rails console. I'm a Rails C. Oh, I'm going to go mess with my Rails database. All right? I'm going to migrate in my Rails. Why keep writing rake? And so that's kind of the logic why they wanted everything to be in Rails, right? Rails, 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 Rails. Great. I migrate to your. How can I verify that it was good? Besides this like awesome like good message and it didn't break. How else can I tell you? Shima, swing. Cool. Is this what we wanted? Yeah? So far so good? Money. Right? Cool. What should I do now? Now that the migration exists, meaning that there is something touching the database, what needs to exist now? Well,
We
what?
need to plug in the association.
Right. So before we very quickly debated whether or not we should use resources, all right, normally at this point you would manually create the models. So the models are here. What do I need to do with these models? All right. How are these models related? How are these models related? Has many what? Cool. And then? Has many what? Just that's it? Through what? Yeah? Boom, boom. Is that all right? Is that okay? Still? Am I missing anything?
I have a question. What happens if I try to just write as many lawbreakers per arrest, or I switch the order? Is there anything, right? Like, what happens if I don't have as many arrests? Or if I have like this in the reverse order? Will this work?
Who says it's going to work? Because the code's all there and it's going to go. Who says it's not going to work? What did you do to them? This is amazing. So this is what's happening, right? It's going to, when I call cops.first.lawbreakers, what it's going to go through is it's going to run this method, right? In the same way that add-a-reader, add-a-writer, add-a-accessor is just a syntactical sugar for like the getter and setter methods. It's going to run this method. It's going to look through another table called arrests, right? It finds arrests here that's already defined, and then it's going to go into the arrests table, and it's going to look for what? Remember, I was just in cop, and I'm looking for the lawbreakers. In arrests, I go through arrests, and arrests must belong to, and it also belongs to, I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. No? Okay, just me. All right, what about lawbreaker? Oh, yes? Has many. Right? This is just a cool sentence. Bad to the bone. Cool. So what should we do now? Yes. Man, missed you guys. Test. How do I test this? I can do Rails console, right? But what do I need in my Rails console? I need data. So where do I put my data? Do you remember that? See, that database. You guys forgot about me. So should I do new? Why? What happens when I do new? Yes, new will just create the Ruby instance, but it will never commit it to the database. So I will lose it immediately, right? So let's do that. Oop. What is this?
Throw an error. Show you an error.
Yeah, so do you want this, yes or no?
Yes.
Sweet. And what do we have here? I'll help you out. A little bit of this, a little bit of, come on, we do this. Give me that. All right? So we have cop.create, and what is in there? Oh, sorry. It's the schema. All right. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Here's the schema. Sorry. So what's in cops? And what do we want to name the name? That's right. Faker.name.name. I just made this. And we require Faker. Where is the gem file? Is Faker in here? Did they add it? Nope, they didn't. Bums. So if I add something to the gem file, I must do what? A little bit of bundle, right? Cool, cool. Just kidding, it's this one. Is that what you're gonna say? Nice, noise, right? Actually, you know what? You guys are fun. Let's do it. Let's look up Faker. Oh, Family Guy? I was just on this. You want Family Guy names? Wait, you want Family Guys as lawbreakers or cops? That didn't sound enthusiastic. Let's find a fun one. Why does everyone keep saying cannabis? I was like trolling through this. They're like, cannabis. I was like, we're talking about squirrels here. Ridiculous. Breaking Bad must be good, right? All right, cool. Breaking Bad. Nice. All right. And is Breaking Bad a cop or a lawbreaker? I've never seen the show, so I have no idea. Just kidding. Lawbreaker. And that takes a name, yeah? Cool. Is that all it takes? Oh, and teeth. Of course. How could I forget the most important? Wow. And teeth. What do we want to do here?
Rand 5.
How do I do rand? I just do this?
Small rand, parentheses, and a range. Parenthetic.
Huh?
Dot 5.
Is this how to do it?
You only want 5 teeth.
Okay.
I think it's
It's a parentheses.
And you only want 5 teeth? Actually, believe it or not, this would include 5 teeth. This is just 4. This is rough. You know what? Let's do this, yeah? All right. Oh, 32. Look at you, Mr. Dentist. Sorry. Once in a while, right? But the crime must be reasonable. Of course, right? Cool.
I think there's a.
You gotta put closing camera on it.
Thank you. Thank you. So what happens when you have to share your screen?
Wait, can we just create a bunch of them, like maybe like 10 times do?
Yeah, we can. We can. But let's do arrest, right? What does arrest take? ID? And how do we plan on doing this? We have access to all the cops, and we can pick a random one of them, and we can ask for its ID.
Cop also means a rank.
Yeah, but before let's try to stay in the correct order, right? So we can do the same thing. Lawbreaker.all.sample.id, and that person needs a rank. And what do we want to do? Let's find out. Oh, the cop? Cool. Who would have ranks here? Elder Scrolls. They must have some sort of creature? Are these interesting ranks? Yeah, those look good. Yeah, those look good. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. What are we doing? Oh, the cop, right? Cool. And the oh my god, and I think that we said lawbreakers have them too, right? You guys are out of control. Right? You're right, I should look at the schema. So cop has a rank, crime, it's crime. It's crime, guys. It's crime. What are fun crimes?
Loitering.
Famous last words. No, that's a lot. Loitering?
Look at hacker, I think. Hackers say something smart might be giving some cool stuff. I don't know if it's gonna make any sense though.
That's a lot. Synthesizing, that's definitely illegal. Let's make Harry Potter spells crimes, because we're all muggles, right? All muggles. Okay, oh yeah, there it is. Reparo. Illegal. So we can definitely 10 times do, right? Do you remember that sweet trick I told you guys about? Right? I was like saying, hey, like making cops, right? Like cooking bacon, whatever. Right? Florida man strikes again. And what are these arrests? Fake news! Fake news. Cool. So we could do that. I'm really lazy. I'm just going to drop these a couple times. Is that cool? Oops. That would have broke. All right, cool. Yeah? Command Shift D. I'm sorry. I failed you. It's Command Shift D. It will just take the entire line and just paste it. So what do we do now? Yeah, so how do I do that? You just seat? Okay, cool. Nice. So we made cops, Florida Man Strikes Again, and a lot of fake news. How do we test now that we have it? We check the Rails console, right? So we have arrests. Whoa. Whoa. Oops. Why is it coming out like that? Can I AP that? Damn it. I don't have AP on this. That's okay. There's a gem called AP, which stands for awesome print, and it will like print out. All right, let's just try it. Dang it. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, just kidding. I'll have to like add it to the bundle. You guys, all right, let's see if it works. Sorry. It's worth it. I promise you. I'm worth it. No? You guys remember that one? Baby, I'm worth it. No. It was by this like one-hit wonder girl group. Yeah. It's basically, it sounds like any Jason Derulo song, right? So, does AP exist? What the fuck? Okay, well, Crack broke it. That's bad. So let's get rid of AP. That sucks. Bundle. Okay, just kidding. No AP. I'll figure out how to make it work anyway. So we have arrest at all, and what else we can check? Each one of these, we can see if they have what? A cop. We can see if they have a lawbreaker. Right? Yeah, this person's really not living the dream, right? Cool. So that works, right? We can test all the associations, which you should be doing, but that's good so far. So now we have the absolute bare minimum baseline. We have our models, we have our migrations, the database set up, the associations are set up properly. What is the next step? Oops, this is something else. What? You want to check the routes? What would be in here right now?
You should have every instance of models and instances of those models.
Oh man, that's not fun. Why do I have all of this? Why do I have these routes? Because resources built them for you, right? Are we going to use all of these routes? Full CRUD. Everything CRUD. Full CRUD. Very likely we won't be using all of them, right? So how can we take care of that? Where would I make that adjustment? If I want to change my routes, where would I change my routes? And where is routes? Oops, a daisy. And where's routes.rb? What the? Oh no! Oh no! All right, forget it. Forget it. Okay, cool. That was rough. Cool. So even though this pre-built it for us, right? We only want certain routes. For now, let's just figure out. Do we want to be able to do full CRUD functionality for lawbreakers and cops? Huh? Definitely, right? What about arrests? Do I need full functionality for arrests? Well, what am I? What should I take away?
You should probably don't want to have the ability to delete them. Presumably not to edit them either. I think you really just want to look at show index when you, or you want to have new as well. What if like arrests are later? I mean, you can get into the weeds with like what happens after.
Yeah.
This, but
Okay. So for now, let's build full functionality, right? That being said, how would I specify specific routes? Right? Using something like only? Or what does that look like? And if I don't know, where can I reference that? I can do something like Rails routes only. Because I know it's something like that, right? But I don't know how to write it. All right, I'm just teaching you like things that I would Google. That's not a good one. Actually, you know what? Meh. We'll figure it out. Boop, boop. Where's resources? Yeah, so look, it's only. And then I pass it in an array. So if I wanted to reduce the amount of routes, I would do only, and then I would pass it in array, right? And then I would do only the ones that I want. If it's like show, create, new. What if, how many RESTful routes are there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 7, right? What if I wanted 6 out of the 7? Should I do only and then 6 out of the 7? Believe it or not, there is an opposite of only. And then I can just put in the one that I don't want. The one that I don't want, and I get the rest of the 6. I mean, for now, we're just going to build a full functionality, but I just wanted to show you what that would look like, right? Any questions on memorizing exactly how to write this always and forever? Good. Reference. Right? I just did it right in front of you. Like, I know that I want only this, Rails routes only, and then I looked it up. So I can do that. Right? I can also use except instead of only, and then pass in the ones that I don't want. There's 2 ways to do it. Yeah? Any questions on routing? Okay. Cool. What's next? All right, we check the routes. What do we need to do now? Why the controller? Who wants to go to the controller? Cool, let's go to the controller. Which one? Dealer's choice, man. Arrests for 500. The question is, whoa, did I just delete that? The question is, what's first? Index? Who agrees it should be index? Okay? If you don't agree it's index, what do you think it is? Missed this class so much. All right, so it should be index, right? Because index will show you everything. From index, then you start getting into each individual one. If you ever forget, all right, let's look at RESTful routing. What's that amazing website that tells us about RESTful routing? All right, I would bookmark this. Okay, just kidding. Don't bookmark that one. That one's bad. Why that needed to be, I don't know. All right, so what do we have? Lawbreakers? No, we have arrests. I'm gonna go back to that bot and tell him what we built. It'll be a good time. So what's this first thing? What's the first one? Right? Oh my God. Look at this. Click to copy. Oh my Lord, so powerful. Anyways, so let's build index, right? How do I do it? Genius. Okay, what's in index? Why do I need this? Is it?
No, well,
That's
first,
over highest index in class.
The class.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the instance variable. Cool. So here's the deal. Instance variables have like a special place within Rails, and it allows it to be passed back and forth from the controller into the view. So in the index, naturally, if I'm going to show all of the arrests, I need to be able to pass all the arrests to the view. I mean, that just makes sense to me. All right. So now I have all the arrests. What should I do now? I should be building one thing at a time, right? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Even though I know that there's going to be a show page, I want to build one thing at a time. So let's finish the index page. Now that I'm in the controller, I've got all the arrests. Where do I go now? I must go to the view page, right? I'm in the controller. I got the knowledge. Since kindergarten, I acquired the knowledge. And after 12th grade, I went straight to college. I'm light skinned. I live in Queens, and I love eating chicken and collard greens. No, Reverend Run. Yes. So, this Run DMC, right? So, I'm in the arrest controller. Am I going to go into the cops view? Or the lawbreaker view? I mean, I could. Probably wrong answer, right? So what do I need inside this arrest view? All right. Am I making the show page? No, I'm making the what page? What? Yo, is it html.erb?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
HTML, you can just do straight to ERB. HTML is the old version of Rails to do both. You can get away with just done.
For Rails 5, I think you can just do ERB.
Yeah, I was.
Dependent on the version of Rails.
Oh.
Always on the version of Rails.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. Okay. Cool. I trust you. Right? How can I verify that this, before I do anything else, works? Right? I can be like, yay, that index though. Right? So, I want to see it. I want to see it because I want to run something called local 3000. How do I get local 3000 up? Boom, shakalaka laka. Cool, yay, I'm on Rails, right? How come it didn't work? How come I don't see all of my arrests? Now I'm panicking. Dash arrests?
No,
Oh, okay, cool. Slash arrests. Yeah? And what does slash arrest give me? If I'm ever not sure, slash arrests right here. I can do slash arrest slash index, but that's not, I mean, let's not get crazy. So, I love this. It says Florida Man up here in the title. Yo, that index though, so I hit it, right? I know I'm absolutely, definitely sure I'm hitting the right view page. So what do I need to do now? What do I want to see in here? I want to be able to see what? All of my arrests. So do I just do arrest.all over here in HTML? Remember, HTML is a different language, all right? HTML is a different language. We're trying to write Ruby inside HTML. So how do I do it? All right, the ice cream cones. Oh, whoops, I didn't download the new stuff. I gotta do it manually. Okay, sorry, I don't have all the high-speed keyboard shortcuts yet. So, Ruby interpolation, right? Inside HTML. This allows me to write Ruby in the HTML file. So, arrest that all? Is this the right answer? Okay, cool. At arrest. Right, and what does this return me? A hash? A fixed num? Huh? Yeah, it returns an active record collection, right? Which I can treat as almost like an array, right? So what can I do with an array? Huh? I can each them, right? And I'm going to do what? And these are arrests, individual arrests. Why did I remove this equal signs here? Yes, anytime the equal is there, this line will literally show up on the page. Do I want arrest.each on my page? No, that's dirty. That don't look very good. Also, don't make no sense. All right? So what is this? What happens if I just drop the arrest in here? What am I going to see? Huh? Oh, actually, it'll break, right? Who knows what comes up here? Yes, the object comes up, right? You just see this little hash. It's like, haha, got you. So what do we actually want to see within the arrest? The crime? Are we cool with that? In the arrest, there are crimes. Yep. Is this going to work just like this?
Just be messy. Could you just nest it inside of an unordered list and then?
Huh? Well, let's just see what happens, right? It'll be there. But again, it's just trying to write Ruby in HTML, which we've obviously figured out it's not sexy. So we can drop a what? An unordered list here. And then we can close the unordered list. And then for each one of these crimes, I want to make them a list item. Any questions? Any questions on this? Boom, look at these crimes. This is illegal. This is illegal. This is only used for enemies. You know what I'm saying? Classic. I had a student in the class that wore like an Obliviate shirt. And I was like, whoa, I forgot what that means. And they're like, I don't even know what that means. I was like, nice. High-fived. And then he was like, no, really, I had a subscription to Loot Crate. I have no idea what this means. And I was like, great. So we did the index page, right? What next? For now, for all intents and purposes, this is done, right? It doesn't look very sexy, but it works. I can see all of my arrests. And in the same way, the index is like cops. I would just do the exact same thing. Do I want something specific like cops index? Why? Why would I not put cops index here? Just to specify between the different index files. Huh? Yes, because there are separate subfolders, Rails will auto-magically, right, look for this file. Under views, it's going to match the controller, and then it's going to pull those files per the methods. Yeah? So that's why each one of these will have index.html.arb. They will look exactly the same, but based on the folder it's in, that's how the controller matches it. So the cops controller will go to the cops view subfolder and then run index. That's why these don't cross wires. The controller matches the folder under the view. Hopefully that clarified something for someone. Or you're all just super geniuses. Either way. All right? I could probably, what? This looks pretty familiar. Oops. That didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Oops. Except instead of arrest, these are probably what? Cops. Instead of arrest, it is a cop. It's a what? Yes, just for you. Yes, right. And what do these X's have? Cool. All right. Let's put name. All right, and then we can also put x.rank because X gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? At cops. Where's this coming from?
The relationship between
Where's at cops coming from?
your controller.
The controller, right? Yes? So where should I go? And then what do I need? Show? Why index? I'm looking at the index view page, right? So what is this? I'm going to make cops, and it should be what? Cool. Is this going to work? That index, though. But let's just... So I'm under cops index, right? That cop index, though, right? Just so I know it's different. So how would I hit it? How would I get there? Slash what? Cops index? Or just cops for fun? For funsies? Boom. Show's done. What is the next one we want to do if I'm ever confused? Where do we want to go now? Huh? How do we get to new? That's an interesting one. How do we get to new? What is new? What? Well, what's next? What do you guys want to do? I'm here for you.
So you want to show.
Huh?
You've got a list of all, the next would be to show individuals.
That's right. The next one would be to show each individual one. All right? So, the cool thing is, right? Wow, no last name. What a badass. Just Wolf. What's your name? Wolf. Yeah, what's your full name? Wolf. Yeah, but what's your full name? Did I stutter? I said Wolf.
Yes, sir, right.
Oh, you're right. Wolf is also a name now. Right? Miss Vernon Wuckert, Snow Bear. Badass. So, ordered list is probably a bad idea, right? So, how do we change that? A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Cool. So, how do we get each individual one? Make tool? What? Link to, right? Okay, sure. Talk to me, Goose. What's link to? I can't do this. I'm sorry. I thought I could, but I can't. I thought I could do it. Ooh. So, what does link to mean? And where am I putting it? I'm putting it here. Link to. What is this?
This kind of creates the link and you can go to the different just for the cloud name, it's the link you can go and go to like somewhere you want to
Okay. Link to goes to somewhere I want to go. Very good.
It's a helper method that's going to accept both the name and then also the path that turns it into basically like an ahref link.
Yes. So link to is a helper method, right? Where I will give it an object and it will point right to that specific show page. So who remembers if this is the correct syntax or if I have to do something? I have to do something, right? Who remembers how to do it? Okay. How do you do it? Oh, how do you do it? Here? After cop.name? Sure. Try it. This is the best time. You have friends. Comma?
And then the path would be
I can help you. All right? You would want to look up the path. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm going to cancel the server. Oops. All right. It's okay. You can discuss. All right. Command T will open a new one. Let's go NYC Web 0806 18. What did I call this? Rails review. And I'll give you this. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I was like, that doesn't look like routes. Cool. If I want to get to one particular cop, right? Remember, the prefixes are there to help you, right? One particular cop. So where would this link to go to? This is where it's going to go to, yes, but under the helper method, where do I want to go to? What path 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 do I want to go to?
Arrest.
Yes, arrest, perfect. All right, so I want to go where? Cop path? Like this?
You need the fantasy that gives you from top.
I need at cop? Just cop? Why? So, remember, cop is that cop object still, right? So, link to needs the name of the link, right? Like, how am I going to describe this link? What do I want to actually show up? And then I need, where do I want to go? Right? I want to go to the cop path, and I want to go pass in this object. Right? This particular cop, this path.
So for the path, can we also spell
Oh,
out the URL?
I'm bursting. Huh? What were you saying?
For the link to where the path goes, can we also like spell out the URL instead of using the helper method?
You want to spell out the URL?
Will we be able to?
Let's check, all right? Link to Rails. This is exactly what I would look up, all right? How can I pass in? So, these are my different options. The body is like what it's gonna render, right? Like what shows up as the text for my website. So the text here is gonna be that cop name. And then the next thing is the URL. I can, in fact, put in the URL if I want to. Yeah? Cool. So this is just a helper method. And this is exactly how I'd look it up. Any questions on how this became blue? Right? Who can tell me where this is going to go? You don't have to answer. Just raise your hand if you know where it's going to go. So if you're ever not sure, there's something really cool you can do. When you highlight over something, if you look all the way at the bottom, right, it'll tell you the path, where it's going to go. Just to make sure you're doing it right. Yeah? Cool. So what happens when I click it, though? What happens when I click it? Why? The action show could not be found for the cops controller. So, in my cops controller, I must have some action called show. It's literally what it's saying. So let's go to the cops controller and make some action called show. Bursting. Oh man, you should have seen it. I was like trying to use faker, right? And then I missed the A. And they were like, and I was like, what, what's going on? And I was like, oof. That was bad. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. What is in show? At what? Cop or cops?
Cop.
Why cop singular? I'm only going to refer to one cop in this case, in the show, right? So index is everybody. Show is showing off one. I'm going to show the details of one. So now it's cop, right? So how do I get this one cop? What is params? Oops. Oops. What is params? Raise your hand if you don't have to explain it, because I know that that's why you're not raising your hand. So raise your hand if you have an idea of what params are. Cool. So params just, it means the parameters that go through, right? So here are, if I want to go back, I'm going to be sending back in, right, on the bottom here, cops with an ID of 6. All right, so in my params going through, I'll have something called ID. So, does it even, oh, it doesn't even show you. What are params here? Money. So they actually built this terminal for Rails 5. So I just call params. The controller is cops, the action is show, and the ID is 6. So if I call params the hash, right, I can get the ID, and it should give me 6. Sorry, I know it's kind of small. I hope. All right, so that's where this is coming from. All right. So following along, params ID. So I'm going to find the cop with the ID of 6. The reason I don't want to hard code it is because what if I clicked on like cop 4 or cop 3? It's going to pass in dynamically the ID that I always want, and that's how that's working. Do I need anything else in this controller? No, I don't. So if this is the show, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, what's 3? Get ready. And 4 is go to views, right? And what do I need in views? What kind of file? If I'm building the show page. Show dot. Come on, you know Florida Man, you know this. What is it? Yeah? Are you sure? Cool. And what do I want in here? To make sure I see it, H1 and then tab will give me a header 1 tag. And then I can be like, show me the money. Right? So if I refresh this page, I should see show me the money. Cool. So I know I'm hitting the right page. Right? I do these little tests. It takes 1 second just to make sure I'm not writing a ton of code in the wrong place. All right, so what's next? What's this? What's this? What are we doing? Where are we going? Huh? At cop? Because remember that instance variable can be passed from the controller to the view. So what is at cop right now? The instance? Huh? Yeah? So what are the details of cop? Yeah? Anything else? Anything else? No? Just it? So are these going to show up on the page? Yeah? Cool. Anything else? Okay. Which one? Arrest or arrests? YS. Yes. Cool. And what is this going to return me? Let's find out. Huh? Or you want to keep going? What does arrest return? The collection, right? Cool. So what do I want to do? Do I want to show the whole collection? All right. X. Oh, embarrassing. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, these ice cream cones. I need this shortcut. It's rough. Hurts my pinky. Cool. So what about the arrest? We'll just do crime for now. All right. Cool. Bloop. God, I'm lazy. Nice. Bloop. So is this all right? Huh? What about line 6? What happens if I leave it in though? Yeah? It's gonna show it, and that's not okay, right? So let's do that. Cool. Or not cool. Cool? So what we can do is we can probably drop like a p tag. Oh, well, a caps lock on. All right, and we can put like name or something. And then we can close the p tag. Can I do this? No, I don't have emit. Damn it. So slow. Sorry. Where do I want to end this p tag? Like at the end of here? 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 In the what? Here? Yeah? Sure, let's try it. Cool. Right? Sorry. Bloop. And that's it. That's the show page. Nothing wild, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Anything else?
Label the last.
Are you going hard on me, man? Yo, crimes. Capital letters. What?
Would you label it before you iterate?
Didn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You did multiple crimes.
yeah, for each one of the crimes, it's going to say crimes and then this. And it'll say crime every time.
You can make it a list or something.
I can make a list, yeah. I just wanted to throw crime in there because it was cool. Fine. Crimes. Yeah? Do I need that p tag? Probably not. Anything else? Better? It didn't make a difference because there's only one, right? So, what next, right? We got show and we got index. We got it down. All right, I can just go this and it works. Yeah? Oh wow, this guy's ridiculous. Badass over here. Arrested a killer. 2 killers! My God. I'm not messing with the snow bear. So what's next? We got new and show. Edit. Here's what I want to do. It's been an hour, believe it or not. It's been an hour. It's a long time. Who wants a break? Who wants to plow through? Oh, that's impressive. Sure, we're gonna plow through. All right. Don't worry about me, and maybe if I want a break or if my back is tired, we'll plow through. What is next? Edit, right? How do we do edit? We did not do new. So what do you want to do? The choice is yours. Huh? You want to do new? New? Who says new? Who says edit? Great, new it is. Let's go new. How do I do it? I wasn't kidding about back. How do we do new?
Take 5.
No, how do we do new? They want to go. I can do it. How do we do new? I'm unfortunately unable to attend chair yoga. It's for you guys. It's for the students. It's for you. Use all. Use gals. New.
Let's say create a new button on the index page of cops.
Okay.
Create a new cop.
Sweet. That sounds like a plan, right? I should be able to, in my all views, be able to make a new one. All right. So let's do that. In my index page. All right. In my index page for cops, I want to be able to do what? A new button that does new. So I just want to make a new button right here, like this. Huh? Button tag?
No, two.
This is HTML, so what am I doing?
Do it in ice cream.
The ice cream. Button tag? Two? I can't hear you.
T-O. I give up.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'll help you now. Button to what? Tag. Huh?
Tag and here.
You can label it. I think it's the first argument.
Okay, so what is this? New cop?
No, that would get path. You can do the string first.
Mm-hmm. And what is it? Like this?
Make new cop.
Right? Make a new cop? You just make them like this?
You can just create new cops.
Make a cop, right? Like RoboCop. Cool. I'm just gonna make a new cop, right? Nice. This button is gonna make a new cop, and what is it doing?
That would be an explicit path. We would do cop path to are going to be cops path. Okay, and then method.
How would I write this? Does anyone know?
You can can you do the route, like break routes and see what is available? If you just do cop path, it should be.
Where am I going?
You would do new cop path.
Okay. Oop. Like this?
And then delete the that's yeah.
Well, let's just see what it says, right?
Yeah.
Where?
Isn't that in the path when you use new cop path? It's going to use the get method.
Well, let's just see what it says. Let's see what it says. I'm going to go make a cop, right? If I click this button, what's going to happen?
You got to go to there. Got to go to controller.
Where is it going to take me to?
Yeah.
It's the post. You need to do get the default post.
Yes, it will default to post, so I have to force it to go to get. Why? Because when I do new, it is what type of method? It's get. So, how do I do that? How do I change this?
Curly
Like this? And then do method? I'm sorry, I'm hearing a lot of things. Double colon.
Space.
Okay.
Really? I thought, oh, okay. Sure. Is this gonna work?
Yeah, the comma path. This separates new comma path from method.
So you're talking about passing in options then, right? So if I were to see this in the Rails docs, what I would see is like button 2, right? The description, the path that I'm going to, and then options equals hash, all right? That's what I would see. So in these options, I want to make sure that the method is a get method. Boop, bloop, bloop. Oh man, where is it? Oh, it's this one. Boop. It'll refresh action. So look, now I'm in new cops controller, which is a different error message. All right. So what do we do now in the cops controller? Oh man, I'm just gonna get rid of this. In the cops controller, we must have what? Whoa. Cool. Who wants to like pair program with me at like work and like in real life? You'd be so frustrated. You're like, type it right, Evans. Come on. So what's new? What do we do here?
Wait, sorry, I have a question about the get. Why do we have to specify the method there?
Sure. So, great question, actually. So here's the thing. If I did not, where's this one? If I did not specify get, right? and I just do this button to make a cop and go to the new cop path, this is what happens. When I click it, oof. Did I break this? Index ERB 15. What the? Oh yeah, it doesn't like that. Clowns. So when I make a cop, it defaults to post. Right? And according to Rustular and what I should be doing, the new is a GET request. Right? So that's what Rails is looking for. It's looking for a GET to new. So when I feed it a post to new, it has no idea what that is.
So anytime you like click anything, like submit or button, it always defaults to post.
Yes. Any button, any form submission will default to a post.
Yeah, so what's the default action for a form? Post. Exactly.
Cool. So let's throw that back in. So I have to make it go to GET so that Rails will recognize that it's a GET to the new. Great question. Okay. Just kidding. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. And now it's going to do this.
That's specific to button two, yes.
No. A lot of helper methods will allow options. And if you ever want to know specifically what those options are, I'd look into the docs for...
Whatever made that a link to, you would have to provide, you would have to change it.
Correct. A link to, right, will be a GET, because you're just linking to another resource. But any post, any button submission, any form submission will default to a post. Right? Unknown format, cops.new. Right? This message is a little bit different from before because I actually wrote this, but nothing was happening. Right? And there's no view page. Interesting. So, what goes in new?
New instance.
All right, a new instance. So what? Cop.new. But what do I feed it though?
Add cop.
Huh? What is add cop here?
No, add cop is cop.
Yeah? Yeah? So what happens when I do cop.new? Yeah, the instance exists, but all the fields are nil, right? The ID is nil, the name is nil, the rank is nil, the arrests are nil, like everything is nil. So it's okay that this like will exist, all right? So what do we do now? Huh? I do a create. Don't pair program with me. All right, what does create do? What do I do with create? What?
Private method for the params. So later.
Oh, private method for params. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood you, Justin.
If you had validation compound, would you go with the whole compound?
Yes. The validations will run when? When you try to commit it to the database.
If you had validation that worked for the database. Actually,
Yeah, I would see no reason why I would have validations before I commit it to the database. Because in the instance is where I want to play with it. And then I save it only when it's ready. All right? So would you, let me push it this way. Would you commit every single time you typed a character? Well then, yes, make validations. Yeah, in the same way that I'm not going to commit every time I type a character in case there's a typo, in case I build something and it doesn't even work, right? I commit to the database and I commit to GitHub once I've wrote a little bit of code and I know it works and I know it, I validated it, right? So, add cop equals what? For create. Or am I jumping ahead? You tell me. Do I want to do create here?
If you're gonna do validations, probably not.
If I'm doing validations, probably not, right? Did they get to validations yet?
Yeah, we talked about, so for context, we talked about validations and
Cool.
that thing that rhymes with Schmong cerams.
Yes, Marnold Schwarzenegger. That's how I get around things like that, right? So, good. So, what should I put here? New?
Are we going to do it with validations?
We
Those are new still can.
should. We should.
If we do it that way, we would do new, pass in the parent, the strong parents that we can find privately.
Uh-huh. And what is that right here?
Well, you just make a method.
Don't require it.
Or you can do it here. You can do colon cop dot require params dot require cop permit and then each.
Like this?
Just a private method. Yeah, we like a private method for like that layer of abstraction.
Okay. Sweet. Right? So private. And what is it called?
Cop params.
For that sweet layer of abstraction. I do know. Dog, I feel you. Alright, and what is this?
Params dot require cop.
Like this?
Small verb. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Man, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. What is it?
Cop. In bracket.
Yeah?
Dot permit. And then what is the name and range of these the two?
Yeah?
Colons.
Yeah? Does that look good to everybody?
Parentheses.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I was waiting for someone to. I was like, bracket again. Okay, cool. So, who needs me to go over this? Okay. Who understands strong params and the private and the passing in? All right, cool. Thank God. All right. So what do I put in here now? Nice. Yeah? I meant, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm fading. Yeah.
Require, after require, you also need parentheses and then bracket.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this? Yeah. Because this is a method and you're passing in the, what do I want to call these? This is a method, oh, and you're passing in the arguments. Oh, that's what I was looking for. And then you're calling another method and you're passing in these arguments, right? It doesn't make sense to pass in arguments with the square brackets. We've never done that in Ruby before. Oh, we start now. Yeah? All right, so is create good? What else?
We need to say, well, if you're going to do the validation,
the validations.
if that cop not say, you can then do
Like this or this? This or this?
question mark. You guys return true.
You
No,
don't
you
do
don't have
it.
to. It's going to return true. This is return and a question mark. And then that.
Okay. Remember truthiness, right? The concept of truthiness.
Then redirect to. In here.
All right, hey, let's speed this up. All right, come on.
So redirect to cop path, not cop.
Act 2 what?
Cop path. And it takes in the cop instance.
Where is cop path coming from, by the way?
It's from our resources.
Exactly, resources, right? If we were to DIY it, get /cop/ID to cop show, comma, as cop. Right? Get, exactly, cop ID, right? And that's it. Prefix is cop, so it's going to be cop underscore path is the method.
Yep, because this is what I want to show, right? I want to show that individual cop right after I make it. Cool. Any other questions on this? Is this going to work just like this?
You can also just rerun the new page if it doesn't.
So I have a else render new, right? I think it's like this. Yeah.
What's the difference between render and redirect?
Yes.
The render's not reloading, it's not issuing a new request.
Yes. It does not issue a new request, meaning it's not going to go back here. If it goes back here, what winds up happening is @cop gets reset, and it loses the strong params I passed back in. A redirect to cop path goes to where? Goes to show. So then @cop, right? It's going to be with the params of the cop that I just made. Cool. What's next? So if I just hit the button, it'll work. I'll just make a new cop.
It's like a yes or no question. Is render using some kind of JavaScript too? So it just doesn't reload, but
No, it will. It doesn't reload, as in like it doesn't make a new request. It will just show the view of new.
Yeah, whatever's being yielded, right? Remember that yield tag? The content that's being yielded will be the new.
So far, so good. So we don't have time to like wrap up the next one because form takes a while to build. We have like 3 or 4 minutes left. Let's pause it. Okay, let's pause this real quick.
All good. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this cop.
Did you continue to record?
Yes. The action destroy could not be found for cop's controller. Interesting, right? So we kind of like broke the RESTful routing conventions and also forgot to save this file. So this actually needs to be destroy, right? The action destroy could not be found for cop's controller. Right. I'm going to go ahead and go back to cop/2, send another get request, right? I'm back here. Refresh. Great. That cop is gone. Again, to look at the form one more time, what we're looking at, button 2, right, which will construct a form. By default, forms will try to post. So we have to tell it where do we want to send the request to the cop path. We need to know which cop we want to delete. And we want to say method delete, right? What method, since we don't want to send a post request, we want to actually send a delete request. So again, if I go back to another one, Troy Beer, delete, gone. I think I can also do something like confirmation. I might need to look up the syntax for this, but I think I can say something like, are you sure? And this will just confirm, or it should, before I attempt to delete a particular cop. No. Is it flashed? Let me check that out real quick. Button, Rails button 2, confirm. Confirm. Great. Oh, data. Okay, so it's like method delete and then data confirm, are you sure? Okay. Great. So I messed that up a little bit. So it's actually, right, data, and then this should be another hash that says confirm. Are you sure? And I think this needs another curly bracket. And let's test this out, and then we'll wrap up. Great, go back. Ha! Nice. Are you sure? Okay, I am. Great. Cool. That's it, everybody. How do I stop this?